The COP29 climate summit in Azerbaijan is scheduled to close tomorrow, and negotiators are still trying to achieve their primary goal of reaching agreement on how much money the richer countries should provide to poorer ones to help them deal with climate change. Let's cross now to our reporter at the summit, Samkele Maseko. Sam, good morning. So let's talk about the latest developments. Still any deals about the money? Are we any closer to signing that text?
Well, Sakina, what we can say is that the true knuckling down and getting to the nuts and bolts of the negotiations, they effectively commence today with that particular draft agreements are being circulated yesterday evening, where the issues particularly pertaining to adaptation, mitigation and finance are being deliberated upon. It is now that they are going to the crux and the nuts and bolts of what they will finally agree on, where they will be putting a sand in the line on non-negotiables. That would be the developed nations against the developing nations there, particularly when it comes to the NCGQs, the new collective quantified goals that they are aiming to achieve, particularly knowing that the developed nations cannot go under the $100 billion that they committed to climate change and to the just transition program. They've got to go beyond that particular $100 billion that is there. It's going to be very interesting knowing that in the NCGQs there are going to be dollars that are going to be missing, knowing that the United States of America will have Donald Trump taking over the presidency of the United States of America next year, January, and he has said that he will go back on the Paris Agreement. He will not be funding any UNFCCC programs or Green Climate Change Fund initiatives or the Just Energy Transition. So it's going to be very interesting on that particular perspective on how they get to those sums of money, knowing very well that the European Union has said very well that they will not be fitting the bill for the United States of America. But domestically, we do know that the Minister of Fisheries, Forestries and Environment, Dr. Dion George, was negotiating with the EU yesterday on the carbon border adjustment mechanism of the EU that will adversely affect the South African economy, particularly on the automotive sector.
Well, that's the latest from Baku in Azerbaijan. COP29, Samkele Maseko, our eyes and ears at that event.